Good morning, grade 5. How are you, students? I wish you had a great winter break and you're really ready to get back to school. Hopefully, everything is going well. Today, we're going to have only a small introduction. We're not get to start with lesson one. A small introduction about our new unit. It's going to be history of trade. Now, the word trade, I remember that we have discussed it before when we talked about the Silk Road, Somalia, Djibouti. Remember that last semester? The trade is the big word for tijara, as we said that before. Now, it started, of course, ages and ages ago when each nation had their own, let's say, thing, or they are special in something like spices, perfumes, remember, and the skin of animals, and they used to exchange these things in order to have both in their countries. So, in this unit, we're going to learn about the history of trade. How did it start from the beginning, before they even created money? We're going to learn also about the trade in the ancient world, and the word ancient means very old. Also, we're going to learn about the trade in the Middle Ages, in the Islamic, and also we're going to learn about the Islamic trade and history of trade routes, which was one of the famous routes was the Silk Road, as we took before. Okay. Now, also by the end of this unit, inshallah, we're gonna be able to define terms like the word trade, bartering. Now, I'm gonna show you a short video about the word bartering. What does it mean? Caravans and scribes. We're gonna, inshallah, be able to define them, to understand them. Okay, we're gonna learn about the factor that help prehistoric people to develop trade. Why did they need to improve it? In the past, they used only to exchange things, something I need with something you already have. Why did they need to develop the trade? Okay, we're going to explain also how trade gave prosperity to the ancient civilizations. The word prosperity means it developed and became better and better. Okay, we're going to also compare and contrast the trade of Mesopotamians, Egyptians, Phoenicians, and Romans. We're going to define the terms import, export, navigator, free market economy, trade route, and medieval. Also, we're going to list the factors. Factors means the reasons, or let's say the things that led to this, let's say, result. Here, we're going to learn about the factor that eased the development of trade during the Middle Ages. So, what were the main, let's say, causes that made it easier for this development to happen? We're going to also identify the Middle Ages trade with regard to Arabs and Muslims. We're going to also realize that Muslims were pioneers in market economy. We're going to learn about that too. We're going to also identify the earliest trade routes in the whole world. What were the first, or the, let's say, early routes in this world? We're going to explain why the Silk Road was so important. Remember when we said Djibouti was a part of the ancient Silk Route, and that gave it a very important, let's say, location. Now we're going to learn about this too in this unit. This is a quick introduction about our unit and what it's going to be about. I'm going to show you a short video about bartering and how did it develop to become trading with money, with exchanging different things. Okay, I hope you enjoy it.
When we lived in caves, there were no shopping malls. People's manners were Neanderthal. No bodegas, no delis, no corner stores. Shopping trips turned into tugs of war. When not having wool got this man made, he thought he'd try an easier angle. I'll give you this for that for this. We'll make a trade called barter. I'll give you this for that.
Okay, so as you can see, we're gonna call this barter. What is barter? I'll give you this for that. So I have fish, You have, let's say, a hammer or something I need, but I don't have money to pay you. They didn't invent the money back then. So how can I get what you have? And I don't need what I already have. So they exchange. I'll give you this and you give me that. Oh, you have sheep. I need some sheep. Take some chicken and so on.
That for this, we'll have it made with barter. Now, barter worked well, at least in theory, but a wallet full of cats could make you weary. Making change for a cow wasn't easy to master unless.
Now, when did they start to face a problem? When things became heavier and hard to carry around. They're not portable. You can't just put them in your pocket and keep exchanging them. So here they started to face a problem and they needed to think about it.
Ready for another disaster. Shiny shells were far more portable. Why not?
Yeah, far more portable means they're easy to carry and you can exchange them easily than just to carry a cow around. Oh, I'm going to exchange it with your chickens or with your sheep or whatever.
Use them for what's affordable. I'll give you this for that, that for this. With shiny shells, why barter? I'll give you this for that for this. Shelling out shells is smarter. For farmers in ancient Mesopotamia, the barley they grew was the money mania. When hauling big sacks put their backs in traction, they invented coins to lighten transactions. Now when a man had a debt to settle, he'd dig out some coins made of precious metal.
So they found precious metal and they started to make coins. Remember when they started to have, in the ancient, of course, ages, they started to have golden coins. So they have like a small bag filled with coins made of gold, silver, or copper.
I'll give you this for that for this. Silver or gold or copper. I'll give you this for
Yeah,
that
if you
for
watch ancient movies, you're gonna see like this sack carried around with these people filled with these coins.
with coins. You're a smarter shopper.
Then they made it even lighter in China. As paper, it became easier to carry and much more lighter.
Take one from column A, one from column B. The Chinese paid their checks in paper currency. When
So
Columbus
paper currency.
set out on that famous charter, he had no paper money, so he had to barter. He took along some beans for currency, so barter played a part in our discovery. Balboa and Pizarro and Sebastian Cabot, even Coronado had the trading habit. I'll give you this for that for this. They loaded up.
Now, eventually, they started to, of course, trade with gold because I have a lot of gold, but what can I do with it if I'm not going to get where I want? So they started to barter using the gold. Oh, you have this necklace that I really like, so take a bar of gold and give me your necklace. You have a jacket that I really want. Take this bar of gold and give me your jacket. They started to look for valuable things to trade with or barter, let's say.
This for that for this, and soon the whole world was charted.
And of course, this is like a symbol of the trade route around the world, how they were traveling from a place to another looking for something to barter.
Today we use cash and spend with ardor, but that doesn't mean we don't still barter. When a football team needs an all-pro guard, our kid like you is into trading.
Yeah, in your age, of course, you still barter. For example, you're in the school and you saw something you like, and you would like, and you have something you don't want. So you ask your friend, "Would you like to take this?" And you give me what you have. So we still barter in a way, of course, not to provide our needs, but we still barter. Like you have a pen that I really liked, I have a pencil that you really love, so we can just barter, switch, sorry, or exchange.
Take this for that for this. Bills and coins are smarter, but when you pay for that, remember this. It all started out with barter.
So everything started with barter, and some people still doing it till now, especially little kids, because they're not paying each other when they like a game or a card or a sticker. They just barter. Okay, so this is about bartering in ancient trading. Okay, inshallah, next class we're going to start with lesson 1, history of trade. Have a wonderful day, everyone, and hopefully you have enjoyed this introduction.